Dear students, in the previous lecture we have completed the properties of hormones. What are different properties of hormones? Hormones are chemical messengers or chemical mediators. They are produced at one place and they show their effect on the other place or on the target organs. Now, hormones are water soluble or fat soluble. Another property of hormones is they have low molecular weight. So these are the properties, some properties of hormones. Now, how the hormones they act on target organ? What is the mode of action of the hormones on the target organs? We will study. So, mechanism of hormone action. Now, first we will study the hormones. They bind to the specific receptors on the cells of target organ and they forms the hormone receptor complex, and then they initiates the biochemical reactions. Now, some hormones they are water soluble and some are fat soluble hormones. So, depending on this, there are two modes of the hormone action. First is the mode of hormone action through the membrane receptors. Through the membrane receptors means what? The hormones they are not lipid soluble, they are water soluble, and hence they can't or cannot pass through the plasma membrane. So they only binds to the receptors on the membrane, cell membrane, and they forms the hormone receptor complex. For example, hormone FSH, that is the follicle stimulating hormone. It is a peptide hormone or protein hormone which is water soluble and it binds to the receptors on the plasma membrane or cell membrane and they forms the hormone receptor complex. Now what happens after formation of this complex, hormone receptor complex, the enzyme adenylate cyclase is synthesized by this receptor site, adenylate cyclase enzyme, and this enzyme, adenylate cyclase enzyme, and this enzyme it mainly generates the secondary messenger, that is the cyclic AMP. It is called as the secondary messenger, that is cyclic AMP. So this cyclic AMP is produced, it is called as the cyclic adenosine monophosphate, cyclic AMP or calcium. These are the secondary messengers. Now these secondary messengers they initiates the biochemical responses, and thus what is the response to this hormone FSH? FSH, it is the follicle stimulating hormone and it acts on the ovaries to produce the follicles, that is the Graafian follicles. So growth of follicles, it depends upon the follicle stimulating hormone. So this mainly initiates the ovarian growth. It mainly starts the ovarian growth. So it is the physiological response to the secondary messengers. In this way, the mode of hormone action through the membrane receptors, that is the receptors present on the plasma membrane or cell membrane of the target organs, and they mainly binds to the receptors forming the hormone receptor complex. Then they generates the secondary messenger called as the cyclic AMP or calcium, and this secondary messenger then initiates the biochemical responses and they give the physiological response, that is the growth of ovaries, and they produce the follicles, that is the primary follicles growth into secondary, tertiary and then Graafian follicles. So this is the mode of action of the hormone through the membrane receptors. Another secondary messengers are calcium, cyclic GMP and inositol triphosphate. So question may be asked in the exams, the secondary messenger, what is IP3? IP3, that is the inositol triphosphate, it is the secondary messenger. So this is about the first mode of hormone action through the membrane receptors. Now next is the mode of hormone action through the intracellular receptors. Now see here, in this type, what happens? We will study. Students, see here the second mode of hormone action to the intracellular receptors. Now, in this mode, the hormones, that is the steroid and thyroid hormones, they are lipid soluble and hence they can easily pass through the plasma membrane or cell membrane of the target organs, and inside the cell they binds with the specific protein receptors to form the hormone receptor complex. And this hormone receptor complex then passes inside the nucleus. In the nucleus, they mainly binds to the specific regulatory site of the DNA. The hormone receptor complex binds to specific regulatory site of the DNA. And then the specific genes they activates and they transcribes the mRNA. Specific genes activates and then transcribes the mRNA. And this mRNA then directs the synthesis of proteins and enzymes. And then these proteins and enzymes, they give physiological response. They initiates the physiological response, that is the tissue growth and differentiation. So, example of these hormones, suppose this is the estrogen. These are the steroids. All sex hormones, that is estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, they are the steroids. And such a hormones, they are lipid soluble. They can easily pass through the plasma membrane of the target organ and they binds to the specific receptors. They forms the hormone receptor complex which enters inside the nucleus and this then binds to the DNA, specific regulatory site of the DNA, and then here the genes they activates and they transcribes the mRNA, that is the messenger RNA, and this messenger RNA they initiates the synthesis of proteins and enzymes necessary for the metabolic reactions. Now this they give physiological response, that is the tissue growth and differentiation, means growth of the tissues and cells, and they forms the differentiation of the tissues. So this is the mode of hormone action through the intracellular receptors. So question may be asked or short note may be asked on this mode of action of hormones in the board exam for 2 marks or 3 marks, maybe in the multiple choice question. So here we have completed the mode of action of hormones. Thank you.